Hi everybody. Okay. So the reason why I waited a day to say anything was because yesterday my voice just gave out. Like I could still talk, but I knew that if I talked anymore, I wouldn't be talking at all. So plus I have the whatever's going around, that cold thing, cold flu, I don't know. Yeah, I have it. But I've been taking a lot of medicine for it, so that's why I'm on day two. But I think I'm mostly over it. Um, I think it'll take maybe another day to fully be over it, and then you know, so by tomorrow, day three, whatever, I should be fine. I should sound like myself more than I do now. um, I still, I still think I sound scratchy. I don't know. But I sounded really bad. So it's an improvement. All right. And plus, I had a lot to say yesterday, but like I said, I didn't want my voice to get out. And for whoever my viewers are to be, what is she trying to say? So, all right. Um, okay. Well, um, New Year's Day, Monday. Yeah, yesterday. Um, they had retro episodes on both soaps. I told you that. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you what little pieces I could dig out, and also you have to put in context. I was kind of out of it, so I might not get everything right. So, all right. Bridget was with Raul, something like that, and they liked each other for a little bit, and then they slept together, and then he kind of waked out because he thought that she had all these expectations of him that she didn't even have really, and then he was concerned that he said one of the weirdest lines I think I've ever heard. Well, one of them. I love you. Okay, he says, I love you so much it hurts, but I don't know if love is enough. Okay, that made no sense to me whatsoever. Then it came out pretty much right after that. I mean, a couple minutes. Um, that she is a dancer, exotic dancer of some sort, and he doesn't like it that she's an exotic dancer. And his verbiage made it sound like he did not approve of that whatsoever because apparently she's a singer also, and he's fine with her being a singer but not at the club because he says, well, doesn't it embarrass you to take your clothes off in front of these people and then sing for them? Don't he said something like, doesn't it make you feel cheap? And then she had the best comeback. She said, no, you make me feel cheap. So right there, like the best moment maybe turned into the worst in 5 seconds flat. Just because of like expectations and then an attitude towards something that was completely uncalled for in the situation. So that was strange. Um, and I tried to look up Bridget's history on YNR so I could get a better feeling on more than just her career or whatever. But every time I put it in there, it linked me to Bridget Forrester, which I know is on Bold and the Beautiful. Now, I don't know if they did the thing where they carry a person over because, okay, now I know this for sure. Okay, Courtney Hope is Sally Spectra, right? Okay, well, Sally Spectra was a character started on Bold and the Beautiful by Darlene Connolly. And I never saw a performance of Darlene Connolly, but everybody apparently knows of Sally Spectre, right? So they carry over the character from Bold and the Beautiful to Y&R now. So I'm thinking that they carried the character of Bridget over from Y&R to Bold. But I don't know. See, there's some things that I'm not really sure about because the Forrester name is kind of synonymous for me with fashion and everything else like that, and like upper class. So I don't know if, and then Bridget turned into a doctor of some sort because keeping up with the storyline that just happened, Bridget was a doctor that helped Eric, in the surgery. So how do you turn from that to a doctor? I mean, I know, okay, I know it's possible, but what I'm saying is, I don't think it's as seamless as they would make it sound. You know what I mean? I think there would be like speed bumps and like people would be, um, well, why are you doing that? Because your family has money and stuff. So why are you doing that? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. As for the other storylines, Sharon and Nick were together. Still, again, I'm not really sure because he, the dialogue they gave him sounded like he didn't trust her. And if they've been together as long as they had been together, there's no reason for him not to trust her unless she had done something that I'm not aware of, but that doesn't sound like Sharon's character. So I just don't understand it because he's like, well, I have to be careful who I give the information to and people I tell. And she says, like on a dime, I'm not people, I'm your wife. Yeah. And I'm like cheering, yay, glad you stuck up for yourself, kind of a thing. But I'm like, what? And then for the coup de grace, as they say, the final storyline, I think, was Colleen, Brad's daughter, Brad Carlton, who was Don Diamont and now is Bill Spencer on Bold and the Beautiful. Okay, so Brad Carlton has a daughter, Colleen, right? And Colleen was the one that was with JT first, I think. And then, so something happened to Colleen, a fire or something, and now they can't find her or something. So, the father and the boyfriend go and try to look for her. They say, no, let us do our job, kind of thing. And then JT, being stupid or in love, whatever, decides he's going to try and go through the barricades, around the barricades, and look for her despite this. Okay? And that's where they left it. So for me, a lot of loose ends, but like a lot of connections because I happen to watch both soaps. But it was still kind of like, okay, what are they talking about and where did they pull this from? So that that's the only reason I don't really like to go retro because I can't really keep up with it, you know? Because I'm like, okay, who's this and how they're connected. And sometimes they'll tell you, but sometimes they won't. So then you're like, okay, well, how am I supposed to figure this out? And then you go online and there's like scant details. So, you know. um, all right. And then Bold and Beautiful was more clear cut than that. Apparently, they really liked the episodes in Italy. So for uh, whatchamacallit, New Year's Day, they had the third episode, I think, or the last one, where they had Andrea Bocelli, playing for Brooke and Rich. That was the whole episode. Okay, and then today was a doozy. All right. I might do another video just on today because I didn't know how long I was running. All right. I'll be right back with that.